Hi, my name's Ashley, and in 2017 I went for a walk, a 2,800-mile walk across Western Europe, from baking hot Spain to the icy mountain passes of the Alps. This is my adventure.
I just want to reiterate how stupid it was to come up here.
I'd spent 2017 walking across Europe, and Austria would be the seventh and the final country on my journey. I would start on a high mountain pass near Berta's garden, but the Alps would get smaller and smaller before I would reach Vienna, the capital city of Austria and the end point of this year's walk. I'd already encountered some light snow so far on my journey across the Alps, but standing at 1700 metres on a chilly October day, I knew that I would be racing the first snow of winter before the mountain passes finally froze over. Eager to get started, I left Germany behind and began the descent into Austria. You can hear some music.
way up there to a 2,000 metre pass, and there's like loads of snow around. There's patches of it everywhere. The landscape's really rocky as well, so sometimes you can walk over the rocks and get around the snow. Other times you've got to go through the snow, but you've no idea what's underneath. So yeah, I don't know what it's like up there. Hopefully the other side's got less snow. If not, it's going to be probably 2 days away from the nearest village or up with food. I've got no food left, just a few crisps and biscuits. So I really want to make it over here. If not, then it's not going to be a comfortable day. Note to self, this was a terrible idea. I just want to reiterate how stupid it was to come up here. Yesterday, man, that was definitely the sketchiest day of this walk so far. Oh, it was just, I think it was just a bad idea to go up that high in the first place. It was essentially the best part of the day, just walking across snowfield after snowfield after snowfield, and it wasn't like it was even flat. A lot of it was up slopes, down slopes were the worst. Post hold like up to my waist several times, which is quite a shock when it happens. But, I made it across and there was a hut at the end of it, which was open. The map showed it as a summer only hut, and it's mid-October now, so I was surprised it was still open. But yeah, I stopped there tonight and treated myself to a meal and a beer. Today the plan is there's a village probably another 2 or 3 miles away now, called Hinterstoder, I think, and I'm hoping there's a cheap hotel or hostel or something there, where I can stay and have a short day really. 1 hour it says on that sign, 1 hour to Hinterstoder. So yeah, that's what I'm going to hope to do. Because I've been walking flat out now for a week, and when I haven't been doing 15 miles, I've been doing 1,700 metres of ascent or crossing like stupid bloody 2,000 metre snow fields, and my legs are aching, so I really just fancy just having a rest from mid-afternoon on and pressing on tomorrow. So that is the plan. right out of my window there's a peak, a 1,850 metre peak. It's just been under rain, probably snow now for 2 days. So really I'm having to look at my options for the route ahead. It's still going to be raining tomorrow, but I'm going to have to set out. But the main difficulty is that I've got to go over a peak called Hochschwab, which is I think 2,200 metres. And given my experience over by Hinterstode a few days ago, I don't particularly want to be going that high again, especially not after all the snow that's being dumped on it right now according to the forecast. So yeah, I'm consulting the maps to see how I can go around it.
On studying the maps, I found a road I could use to bypass Hochschwab and rejoin the trail further east. The only problem was that I would need to cross one last 1,500 metre pass to reach it. With no other options, this would be the plan.
Telescope, this planet's lingering, suspended up in space by invisible dreams. If there's no gravity, these roots inside of me dig deep down into the ground. I can't be floating, but I keep singing, luck is ringing, lightning flashing, everybody's dreaming.
Hi, I'm at 1,300 metres and I have reached the snow. I have no idea where the path goes. I think the car was there, so I'm going to just head towards that and see if I can find a marker. Here we go. This is what 1,500 metres looks like. Give it all, and I give it all, and then I give it all, and then I give it all. yeah, I'm going to be in Vienna this time tomorrow probably, and that'll be it. No more walking. And then I've got a few days in Vienna, and then this time next week I'll probably be back in the UK, which I've got mixed feelings about really. On the one hand, I'm really looking forward to going back, seeing the family, play with my nieces and my nephew, and yeah, just generally having a break from all this walking that I do every day, all day, every day. On the other hand, I've had like 8 months of just constant travel really, going somewhere new every day, just camping where I want, or just finding a hut or a hotel to sleep in. It's going to be quite strange going back to kind of work, and you know, I think the thing that brightens, the thing that I've got to remember is I'll be back out here in like 4 months. The Eastern Europe section, which I'm kind of looking forward to. Yeah, first of all though, it's just finding your way to Vienna.
By now, the high peaks of the Alps had shrunk into the low forested hills of the Vienna woods. Although snow would no longer be a problem, dark clouds, rain and the cold were ever present. I was still in Austria, but the weather now felt very British.
So today is the last day of the walk in 2017. Yeah. All I've got to do is get up and walk 400 metres downhill into Vienna, and then like find my hostel. Yeah. It's cold, it's wet, but nice and warm here in my sleeping bag. But yeah, I suppose I've got to get up.
8.5 months and 2,784 miles of walking, I'd made it to Vienna. I'd started out on a Mediterranean beach. Had to deal with blisters. Overcome obstacles. Been self-reliant in the mountains. Encountered local wildlife. Walked in the shadow of Mont Blanc. The Matterhorn. And the Eiger. Made bad choices and good choices. Been ill and seen just some of Europe's wonders. But it wasn't quite over yet. I would be back for another walk. A 2,500 mile walk across Europe. Eastern Europe.